In this video, we're walking through several possible nursing diagnoses for hypertension, the related to, and the as evidenced by parts as well. We'll also walk through some possible patient goals and nursing interventions that you could use for your nursing care plan. Let's dive in. There's three main parts of a nursing diagnosis: the main nursing diagnosis, the related to factor, and the as evidenced by portion. You might also hear this called a PES statement, which stands for problem, etiology, and signs and symptoms. The problem is the nursing diagnosis itself. The etiology is the cause or the related to factor, and the signs and symptoms is the as evidenced by part. The first part is the actual nursing diagnosis, the NANDA approved diagnosis. And the best part is this is standardized. You don't have to create it yourself. They make it for you and you just pull from a list. The second part is the related to factor, which is the pathophysiology. This is where you'll be thinking about what is happening with the patient with whatever disorder they have, and what is the patho behind what is going on with them. The third part of a nursing care plan is the as evidenced by or AEB section. These are the signs and symptoms that you are seeing in your patient, what you would clinically be seeing or might be seeing with this particular diagnosis. What signs and symptoms is your patient presenting with? Now, I know it can be really tricky to write a really solid nursing diagnosis even when you have examples like this, so I actually have a free nursing diagnosis cheat sheet for you that will walk you through how to create a really great nursing diagnosis. So I'm gonna put the link down below to that free cheat sheet down below in the description for you to snag that after you watch this video. It'll help you out a ton. So now that we've gone through the three major components of a nursing care plan, let's start to dive into what a care plan for hypertension could consist of. Now, some possible nursing diagnoses for hypertension could be decreased activity tolerance, impaired cardiovascular function, and an at-risk for decreased cardiac output. Now remember, I'm not making these up on my own. They come from a standardized list of NANDA-approved nursing diagnoses, so you don't need to come up with these on your own. You just have to make sure that you are picking ones that are most applicable to your patient in their current condition. So for hypertension, these could be three options for your nursing diagnosis for your nursing care plan. Now, of course, though, make sure that you adapt it to your patient and you pick the one that's most specific to them. So that's how you come up with the first portion of your nursing care plan. Pick the most applicable nursing diagnosis from that standardized list and make sure that it applies to your patient and their current condition. Then you can move on to the second portion of your nursing care plan. Now, the second part, this is the related to section. It's where you're really going to dive into what is actually happening with your patient. Now, the key here is all about pathophysiology. What is going on in the body? So with hypertension, we know that there is increased pressure in the blood vessels, which could be caused by increased vascular resistance, maybe obesity or myocardial damage in the heart, and ventricular hypertrophy, to name a few. Now, all three of those things are going to directly impact the pressure within the vessels, so they will directly impact the blood pressure. So think back to your patient's condition and think through what's causing it and the pathophysiology behind it, and that will be your related to section. So the key portion with the related to portion of your nursing care plan is to really make sure that you are applying it to that pathophysiology of the disorder and that it applies to the nursing diagnosis that you choose. Now on to our third portion of the nursing care plan, the as evidenced by portion. Now this is where you will pull together the signs and symptoms that you are seeing in your patient. So you've already connected the nursing diagnosis to the patho, and now you're going to take it one step further and connect that patho to what your patient might clinically look like. How is your patient presenting? What signs and symptoms do they have that is related to this particular nursing diagnosis? Now, in the case of hypertension, some examples of symptoms that you might see and could use in your as evidenced by section are things like increased blood pressure, of course, headache, blurred vision, irregular heart rate, and fatigue. Now, these all have to do directly with what we understand is happening in the body with hypertension, right? The pressure in the vessels is high, so it can impact that blood flow. Take the time to really dive into the symptoms your patient is experiencing and connect them to the pathophysiology here. This is so crucial to fully understanding what is happening with your patient and why. Not to mention that it will help you feel like doing a nursing care plan isn't just a ton of busy work, but it's a chance to deepen your critical thinking skills and really dive in to really what's going on with your patients. So now that we've got the nursing diagnosis down, let's walk through some possible patient goals and some nursing interventions that you might do. That way you have a complete hypertension care plan to use as an example for when you study and write your own. So I'm going to show you how this works. Now I should have said this at the beginning. I'm taking all of this from the hypertension care plan that we have inside the NursingSOS membership community. So if you want tons of care plans, study guides, videos, and cheat sheets to help you pass nursing school, be sure to check the community out. Now I'm going to put a link down below in the description for you to check out all of the details. You are absolutely going to love it, my friend. So some possible patient goals that you might use for your care plan for hypertension could be things like the patient will maintain blood pressure within an acceptable range, and this would be whatever range the medical team sets based on that particular patient's situation. The patient will participate in activities that reduce blood pressure and reduce their cardiac workload. The patient will understand the blood pressure medications that they are prescribed. The patient will maintain a stable cardiac rhythm and a cardiac rate. And the patient understands the importance of lifestyle activities that reduce blood pressure. Now, a key thing to know about patient goals is that they should be written as the patient will. These are all focused on goals for the patient. Now, in the next section, we'll walk through the things that you'll do as the nurse to help the patient meet these goals. But for now, this section is specifically focused on the things that the patient will be doing, which now brings us to the next section of your nursing care plan, the nursing interventions. Now, again, I'm going to be pulling this from our hypertension care plan inside the community, so be sure to check that out if you think that it'll be helpful for you. So some possible nursing interventions that you can use for your hypertension care plan could be things like the nurse will monitor the patient's cardiac status. The nurse will monitor their circulation status, monitoring pulses, and for the presence of edema. The nurse will evaluate the patient's tolerance of their activities of daily living. The nurse will monitor the patient's blood pressure, of course. The nurse will monitor the patient's response to their blood pressure medications, whatever medications that they're receiving. So this section is all about the things that you will be doing as the nurse to help your patient. So these are all written as the nurse will. That's you. And my friend, if you want more tips for passing all of your nursing care plans and writing them way easier, be sure to check out this video right here where I'm going to break it all down for you step by step to write your care plans easier and faster. And if you loved this video and want more care plan videos just like this one, write love in the comments below. Your feedback really helps me know what videos you want more of. And as always, my friend, go become the nurse that God created only you to be. And I will see you in the next video.